and using the long shutter speeds makes everything a little bit smoother in this water. A few of you will probably think I'm crazy because I'm not seeing it. Oops, okay. We got a really small cascade. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new video. Today we are in Deuneghem in Belgium. A beautiful forest with some cascades. You can see it and you can hear it. And we got some overcast weather. It's 80% overcast. So I don't think we're gonna get any sunshine today. But we got moving water and we can do some long shutter speeds today. I hope the water is not bothering too much with the sound. And I already got some beautiful cascades here in the back. So I'm gonna look for the first composition and start shooting to have that first shot in and to get that artistic process flowing. And of course, with the moving water, I've put on the circular polarizer ND filter to smooth out this water. I've brought down the ND filter to 5 stops, and I'm shooting a picture at 6 seconds. Because of that 6 seconds, we really got that nice movement in the water. Maybe it's just a little bit too much, but I don't mind it to have this picture with a little bit more of movement in the water. And it's a little bit of a weird composition because I cannot capture it in a really great way, this picture. I will show you what I'm talking about. So I got this big boulder here on the right side of the frame, and also a cascade here on the right side of the frame. And then we got the smooth water on the left side here. It's something like this. The better way would be if I can shoot from over there somewhere towards that cascade in the back. And I guess the boulders would be a little bit less in my way to shoot this cascade. It's something. It's our first picture of the day. It's always the worst. I think so. A lot of the times it's the worst picture of the day, the first one. We are at this beautiful location, so we're gonna find a lot of beautiful, nice compositions in this forest. So I don't gonna waste any more time in this at this composition, and let's start looking for another composition. Just when I was packing my gear, I saw another composition with this waterfall, and now I've moved a little bit more to the right side of the first picture that we took, and I'm shooting now on the right side of this big boulder that was in the right side of the picture, and I'm shooting in between 2 rocks and framing the cascade more into the middle of this picture and also shooting it vertically. This time I took a picture at 20 seconds just because I can. Normally I always would recommend to shoot at around 2 seconds. You really get that movement in the water, but today I'm more feeling like more silky pictures, longer shutter speeds. I really like that today. And with changing up the composition to a vertical picture and shooting in between the big rocks, the focus is more on this big cascade. So I will be led into this picture to the back of this picture towards this beautiful waterfall. And I didn't have to go far to find the next composition. Here in my back we got some beautiful rocks with some again moving water, of course. We got some moss onto those rocks. We got some glow from the light in the sky, and I'm gonna try to capture it as beautiful as possible. What I'm seeing right now, I think I will go very low to the ground to capture just above the water or almost above the water. To capture this photo, I've put on the Sigma 18 to 35 millimeters and also with the ND polarization filter on it to smoothen out the water. Again, I'm shooting at 20 seconds because I really love the longer shutter speeds today. I don't know what it is. It happens. It's the feeling that I have today to have to shoot longer shutter speeds. Here in front of the frame, you can see it here. This one, we got a really small cascade in the bottom side of the picture, and then also we got the other moving parts, the other moving water elements in this picture. The one element that I'm trying to avoid in this picture is having the sky into this picture because it's too bright and it will draw our eye towards the sky because all the leaves are fallen from the trees. So the best part of autumn is past, but that doesn't mean we're gonna shoot beautiful pictures today. I already saw a beautiful tree a little bit further into this landscape. It's standing onto a hill, and I'm wondering if I can make a cool photo out of it. And to balance this photo out, I've put this big boulder on the left side of the frame, and it's like it's really prominent in the picture. On the left side we got this boulder here in the bottom side of the picture, and then on the side it's like the boulders are almost making a line into this picture, so it's really balancing out this picture with a big boulder on the left side and then the other ones taking our eye into the picture, and with the green moss on it and the glow from the sky, it's really beautiful, and it's really leading our eye with the glow of the moss. So that's a real compliment to this photo. And then with the moving water in the middle of this picture, it's, I think this one is a really nice picture. That's the tree I was talking about that I want to photograph, but I don't know how. I was just trying to take some photos of that tree that I want to shoot with the telelens, risking my life on this cliff here, and it's slippery, to have a nice beautiful foreground element to make this picture a little bit more interesting. And with all doing that, I found out that my telelens isn't working anymore. It's been a few years that it was bothering me with some stuff. The autofocus didn't work anymore, and the automatically changing the aperture. It didn't work. It also didn't work anymore. But now it doesn't do anything anymore. Even if I push the shutter button, it doesn't do anything. Even in manual mode, it stopped working. So I don't have a telelens anymore, so that sucks very hard. I think I have to bite the bullet and invest in a telelens, I guess. Or if there's a company out there that wants to invest in me and give me a new telelens, that would be super awesome. So I guess for now we have to shoot with the more wide angle lenses and the 50mm to capture some beautiful photos in this forest. I'm sad. I've been looking at this river for a few minutes now, and I'm not too excited about this composition. To be honest, I don't see it even, and I know a few of you will probably think I'm crazy because I'm not seeing it, but I've been talking to a few of you, and I've been listening to the reasons why a lot of you are not going out to take photos, and that's because the places where you guys live are too boring, too flat, and you cannot find any good compositions. And I also had that in the past where I lived. I also thought, and a lot of times I still think, it's too boring or too flat. But to overcome that, or to fight against it, you have to go out, take your camera with you, not necessarily take photos, but just go out, look for nice compositions, and if you're ready for it, try to take a few compositions or try to take a few photos, because you never know if you will find a nice composition. And it's also great to train yourself to look for compositions and keep your mind busy when you're out to find compositions. But the most important thing is to go out and be there and just look around, to be in nature or something else, maybe cityscapes. I don't know what you like to see. And the last few days here in Belgium it was also raining a lot, and I also didn't want to go out. Even today looked like a very bad day, and I took the chances and go out, search for those compositions, and okay, I know I'm in a beautiful place like this, but we don't have any light. It's very soft, so I really have to rely on my composition making to make the picture a little bit nicer than it is. Just because I was standing here for a few minutes and looking around, I was like, I'm gonna take the photo anyway. It's one photo closer to be a little bit better than I was a few minutes earlier, or a few days earlier, I don't know. But it's just important to be here, take pictures looking around, and learn from my mistakes, and I'm gonna try to explain what I think is wrong with this picture. When I'm looking on the back of the screen, the first thing that I notice is like it's a little bit too much of the water. There's too much of the waterfall. I don't know where to look first, so I think I have to go a little bit closer, maybe use the 50mm to be a little bit more intimate with the landscape here. So I'm gonna switch to the 50mm and show you the difference from the Sigma 18 to 35mm at 35mm, and with the 50mm, with switching to the 50mm, it made a big difference. But now that we're a little bit closer into the landscape, it's a little bit more intimate. I also went for a 5-second exposure than with the previous photo. It was 15 seconds. Even with the 5-second exposure, we got really silky water. With being a little bit more intimate into this landscape, you can actually see also a little bit further into the landscape. You see the curves a little bit better than in the previous photo. In this picture you also know where to look at, where your eye is going into this picture. So let me know what you think about this photo, and why aren't you going out to shoot, to train your brain to look for nice compositions, even if it's the simplest things. This is the small cascade that I'm photographing. It's, I think, one of the smallest that I've seen so far, or the most interesting of the smallest, because how the water is flowing downwards is really nice. It has a lot of different heights, so it's really nice to see that flow. I have to move for a mountain biker. So I took a picture in a horizontal orientation, and now we're gonna go for a vertical because it's a little bit nicer. If I can get my tripod right for a change. I'm super close to this cascade, so we're really intimate with this cascade. Do not always shoot the whole environment or the whole landscape. To be one with the nature. This one is I think the nicest photo of today. I really love this one because it's so close. The water is so flowing beautifully. I took it at 10 seconds. First I was shooting at 5, but it's not a lot of difference with 5 seconds or 10 seconds. So I'm just going for the 10 seconds because I really wanted smooth today. The landscape orientated one is also good, but this one, the portrait orientation, is way better. It's really nice for the phone wallpaper or something. It's really cool. I think I found a piece of the forest where there's nobody coming, or almost nobody. Only the guys from the motorcycles, I guess, because we got some motorcycle tracks here, and we got some beautiful cascades down there. So I'm gonna look. Whoa, where are you? Here I am. Here I am. Doo -doo. Looking for a hurricane. Alright, I think I'm gonna try to go a little bit closer to those waterfalls, the cascades. I'm gonna try to shoot the cascades from higher up, because going down is probably not a problem, but coming up is gonna be a problem, I guess. This is what I'm looking at. It's super steep here over the edge to go down to the waterfalls or to the cascades, but it's a little bit too much, so I'm not gonna risk my life, but just try something else and shoot a little bit from above. It's like almost a top down, but not entirely. It's not really working to shoot like this. I got my camera in a super weird angle looking down to those cascades, and we got some ferns on the side of this frame. It's just weird to seeing a landscape photo or a photo from cascades like this, because it's from above like we're doing right now, but just the angle to get the composition a little bit right is just strange. But I don't think it's worse than the wide angle one we took a little bit earlier into this video. I think that one is a little bit worse than this one. If you are thinking about photographing cascades, I think this is one of the most common photos you will see about photographing cascades. I'm almost in the center of this cascade. If you would look for a cascade photo in Google, this is one of those photos you will probably find. We got some beautiful boulders in this river. We got some beautiful how do you call them again? Trees. I forgot the name. We got some beautiful trees on the sides. We got some beautiful greens, and then we got some soft light coming in from the right side in this picture. The left side is pretty dark because we got some pine trees and they're blocking the light a little bit. I shot this picture at 8 seconds, f10, ISO 100. With this photo I think I'm gonna go for a little bit of a dramatic scene and just blend in some lighter parts to make the flow of our eye go into this beautiful picture and follow the stream of the water. And before I forget, I want to thank everybody for subscribing and watching my videos. We are at 1060 subscribers. That's so amazing. I never thought I would reach 1,000 subscribers, but here we are, and I'm really loving what I'm doing. So I hope you guys will watch more, and the new ones subscribe, and let's grow this channel together and have some cool years ahead of making beautiful pictures. So this is what I'm looking at. Just in front of us is the cascade. Maybe I will do it like this, so you can see we're almost straight onto this waterfall or this riverbed here, and using the long shutter speeds makes everything a little bit smoother in this water. Again, I've used the 50 millimeters for this composition because it was a little bit nicer. I could have used the telephoto lens, but that one, it's it's gone. It's always a little bit scary going onto those rocks in the riverbeds because it can be very slippery, and I don't want to fall with my gear into the waters. But we survived today. That's the most important. I hope with seeing this video you also want to go out and learn a little bit about photography or improve your photography, to go out. And going out into the field is the only option to improve your photography skills. Even if you don't want to, fight against it and go out. For me, it's also nicer to stay in bed with my wife and play with the kids in the day. I want to improve my skills also, so I need to go outside and take photos. I hope you liked the video, and subscribe, like, all those beautiful things to grow this channel so we can go on beautiful adventures in the future. So I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.